Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about my new tablet for making designs and how we can set up to use on Affinity Designer, okay? So please stay with me until the final to be able to download one small exercise to help you to practice in your tablet as well, okay? So let's get started. So guys, let me unpack this package and show you the items that is included, what we got on here. And let me grab here these cables. This is a power cable that you can plug in your tablet in your computer. Here we have also the pen battery free that you guys can just use without worry about charge. We got here two USB adapter, one for USB-C and another for USB micro. Pen holder, and as you guys can see, the quality for this one is not so good. It seems really fragile. Now with the hands on the tablet, this tablet seems really great. This is a space gray that I got from AliExpress, and also I got here the Huion gloves. It seems very fancy and nice. This is a Huion tablet version HS611, and I'm going to use it to make some tests and to give you a guide in case you guys are starting in this digital world. About this Huion tablet, we have 10 programmable press keys where you guys can make shortcuts and custom your press keys. At the top of this tablet we have 8 multimedia keys where you guys can control the music, the sound, and some multimedia functionalities. I'm not getting sponsored by Huion or by Affinity to bring this content. The sponsor of my content here is the Patreon and my free time, just like that. And this price is also very benefit in compared to the Wacom's. I will show you in a real time how to set up your tablet, okay? You just need to type here Huion, and you guys will need to click here support and click to download, all right? And you guys will see this screen here, and try to find for your model. In my case is HS611, and click here, and you guys will see the model right now and download about the version that you guys are using. I'm using Mac and I use this one. You are going to download this, click here to download, and this is the screen that you guys will have when you open your Huion tablet software. Okay, so we have the press key. Let me show you another screen. I have the tablet in this screen, the buttons that you guys can use, all right? And you guys can set all of these buttons to make as shortcuts, okay? As you guys can see, when I click here, I can see the hotkeys, and you guys can set some specific buttons in order to switch between the tools, all right? In this case, I will leave this as default, but feel free to use this and set up this already. And here at the top, I have the options, the media options, where you guys can increase the volume, and you can skip the music and can jump into another app, okay? And this pane here is the pressure sensitivity adjustment, and I like to use in this way, okay? And you guys will see a test, okay? And another tab that you have is work area. And guys, I'm not using the entire device here because it's too big, you know, it's very big, and I'm using just this size here. You know, you can click here and select which display you can use. In my situation, I'm using 2 displays, but I've just set it this tablet to work in my monitor that I use to make design. And you can click here full area if you want to change. In my case, I want to use just like this, and you guys now can create a new document. Click here on Affinity Designer. I'm going to set as web. I will create a document by default, and I have this document already. I'm going to just a canvas, okay? Set this the color if you want. I will try here to use the pixel persona, is where you will be able to use the raster mode. And here I have the paintbrush, all right? And you guys can use some brushes by standard of Affinity, but in my case I'm going to use my custom brushes that you guys can download on my Gumroad. Right, I'm going to use this one, the sketch brushes. I'm using my keyboard, all right, to make a selection of the hotkeys, but you guys can use here the tablet, okay? But I don't like it so much. Look, you can zoom this, click here, you can zoom, you can click here to move, and also you can change the size of your brush by clicking this button. As you guys can see, I'm going to use right now my keyboard and my tablet. For sketching and painting is really amazing. I really like it. And when you use a tablet, you are able to have a feature that makes the tablet very and extremely necessary. It is the pressure. Exactly, the pressure is where we can have a better lines to make sketches and some line arts, mainly for illustration, I'd say. So guys, I did this character here, this version, just the shape versions, just use this mouse here, as you guys can see. And of course, for the paintings, that I have here, these textures applied on here, I've used this tablet with this pen because of the pressure. And this is why it's so important in your situation to have the pen, if you are Illustrator mainly, to manipulate the pressure. But let me show you a nice tip here that I have in case you want to use just the mouse. All right, okay, we have the vector brushes. All right, this one here, I'm going to click here. It's going to apply all the stroke with this line here, and I can change the pressure just by clicking on here. All right, of course I'm applying to all the group, but you guys can design this, these lines here one by one, just like the shape that you want, and click here, okay, with the stroke, and you guys can set here the stroke lines just using the mouse. And of course you also can use the vector brush, like I'm using right now, okay, in the vector persona, and click here, vector brush, and select the shape, click here, insert inside, okay, and draw a line. Look, I have a line, and I will change this color here, like you guys can see, okay, and I can change the size as well. It's very amazing because some situations that you don't have the pen, you can use the mouse and you can adjust this, it's up to you. But of course, if you want a more natural look, you will need to have the pen in order to make the more organic shapes. I'd say hand mode. It depends about your skills. I can look, let me remake this beard. I will press N to grab the pencil tool, and I will select here the sculpt mode, okay, and you guys, just by using mouse, I'm remaking his beard. All right, and again, you guys can use the vector brush in order to use the controller. We have the controller here, that is the brush default. Okay, if I click here, brush default, I will select this one here. Let's try to use this, insert inside, and I will draw this line here, a bigger line. Let's try. And look, I have these brushes by default, and I can reset this by clicking on here and adjust the curves on here, as you guys can see. It's very amazing, really.
This is why I love Affinity, because of this control.
And remember, you guys can download my vector brushes on my Gumroad, okay? And let's try to apply just a small shading on here, just to show you. I will make this a bit red, like this, skin color, okay? And I can duplicate this. Look how amazing it is. But I will change to another brush to be this one. Okay, look, it's better, much better now. The highlights, just by using the curves, you can reset and save the profile. Look, we have the profile. I almost forgot to say, you can save the profile on here. Okay, I save it, this one, and I will apply into this, and I will draw right now on here. Okay, look how nice it is. A shadow here below if you want. Okay, like this. and you can blend this just using mouse. All right, just using mouse, you can do that. All right, we have seen now the biggest difference about mouse and tablet. I really hope that this can help you somehow in your decision, but trust me, with more you practice, more you get better. And change the brush settings. You guys can change the brush settings on here, you know, the size, the space, the shape, dynamics. In case you want to make the pressure, make sure that you have the size jitter, this one here. Okay, if I increase this, the brush will get more a taper, you know, small for the beginning, with more pressure. You guys will set here the pressure, okay, that we have here, this option, and you guys can set others options as well. Basically here what I have is the difference. Okay, don't have pressure. Okay guys, so I hope that this helped you somehow. Don't worry, you know, if you don't have this, you know, tablet here, you can use the mouse. But like I said before, if you want to make paintings, illustrations, you know, make sure to grab a tablet. And if you want to join my Patreon, I will be very glad to have your support on there, and you guys will be able also to download my tutorials and get a part of my self-taught community. So I think that's all for now. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, you know, small lesson, I'd say. Okay guys, thank you so much guys for this time, your time mainly, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Okay, see you guys, see you, bye bye guys. I have to go.